You are listening to It's an Honor to Be Nominated, a film news podcast bringing you the latest and greatest in entertainment. If there is a film you would like to hear us discuss, send us an email at itsanhonourtobenominated@gmail.com with the film title in the subject line. That's It's an Honor to Be Nominated, honor with the U.
It's an honor just to be nominated.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to our podcast. It's an honor to be nominated. It's me, Matthew E. Matthews. Tonight, I am joined by the highly esteemed
Reese McCane.
I'm joined by the wonderfully fabulous
Shayla.
And I'm joined by
Kaleb McCane.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, you weren't actually meant to introduce him. That's just my little brother. He's just here because I had to bring him along.
No,
Well,
keep going with your show. Yeah.
I think we should just ignore him. It'll just be Kaleb, this is my special time, okay? This is where I am important for once, okay? This is where I get to be something, all right? So I know that back at home, you rule the roost, and that's fine. I'm fine with that. I can live with that, but I am your guardian here. I need to be looking after you. Mum and Dad are on their separate individual trips that they like to take. And so I'm responsible for your well-being, and I would like, just as a favor, in return for that, if you can just sit quietly, enjoy. You can even go on your phone, as much phone time as you like.
Were you talking to me? Oh my God. I am so sorry.
I'm sorry, everyone. You're probably going to think that I'm a loser now because my way cooler younger brother Kaleb is here.
Reese, can I just ask, Caleb's not meant to be on the show, right? Why does he have a microphone?
I don't know. I don't know where he got that. And he
can't get it off
plugged into the...
Well, I opened the door and he said that he was Tony Hawk's pro skater. I thought you had lined up a really good guest for us.
Matt, you need to think more critically about statements like that.
This is a
Who
child.
is Tony Hawk's pro skater? That's not the name of a person. That's a video game.
I can skateboard. You want to see me do a trick right now?
Yeah.
He always
Check this
breaks
out.
his knee when he does this.
Oh, shit.
Ah!
Oh, God.
Yeah, did you see that?
Stop showing off, Kaleb.
Was
This
it
is
cool?
what happens when you show off.
Did it look good?
I can see the bone.
Reese
No.
hurt
It
himself
looks
quite
cool.
badly.
It looks cool, Kaleb. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks you're cooler than
Get me an ice pack.
Okay. Sorry, just one sec.
All right, well, I guess we won't talk about R18 films then at the
You
moment.
can talk about... I'm 24.
He watches everything.
I've graduated from uni. You can talk about whatever you want.
He watches like whatever. Like we don't even restrict him anymore.
He's 24. I'd hope not.
Yeah, like we let him go where he wants to, like with supervision and stuff.
Do you
But he's
like-
pretty independent.
Caleb, do you have a job?
Yep.
Do you know what's your job, Caleb?
Director of marketing.
Wow, that's
For
a
what?
very special job.
a very special job.
Caleb, you can't do that to other people. You can do that to your brother. That's fine, but you shouldn't be. People will think you're annoying.
Mum said you can't tell me what to do anymore.
Yeah, well, Mum and Dad are divorced. All right, what do you think of that?
Stop reminding me.
Okay, so the ice pack's on. Should
Yeah,
we,
okay.
Do you even like movies, Caleb?
Yeah.
Or what's the most
Okay.
recent movie you've seen?
The Whistle on the Tiger.
Oh, I love that one.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
that
a
is actually a
very-
really
that's a
interesting
good
one to
one.
talk about.
Yeah, that is a
Yeah.
very hard-hitting piece.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part of it?
I like that they made Tom Hanks actually confront his birth parents.
Mm.
Who are also divorced.
Yeah.
Not to bring that up.
God.
Sorry, I didn't necessarily need to
It's
relate that to you guys.
fresh.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It
13.
wins every argument with him. I've been dining out on that for 5 years now.
Yeah, super fresh.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, I love the part where the tiger.
I guess it feels fresh because they still live in the same home with us, and like they sort of talk about how we're the reason they got divorced every day.
Yeah, that would do it.
So it does feel fresh.
They have been, because I live next to you.
Yeah.
They've been like I thought they were yelling at each other, but they have just taken turns to yell at you two.
They tag team it.
Yeah. When I finally realized that they were divorced and yelling at you guys, I thought, wow, excellent coordination on that yelling. Because, like, you two don't get a chance to speak at all when they're just, like, screaming down
It's
at
a
you.
wall of very disappointed noise. Yeah.
And that's why I love having this space where I can talk about movies with my friends and not with my
No, with my
family.
family.
But the Whistle and the Tiger, what was awesome, I don't know if you knew this, but the scene where he does confront his birth parents, that was entirely improvised.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because
that was
they wanted
a 40-minute scene.
Yeah, they wanted the raw sort of, experience. And I always think that the best acting is when the actor isn't doing any work. They just have something sort of traumatic sprung on them. And this really delivered.
Yeah. It shows you what it's like to be Tom Hanks when that happens. And that's not something you get from most films. A lot of films I've found don't have Tom Hanks in them. And
It sucks.
it's a shame.
Yeah.
You've got a film industry.
To be fair,
And
Polar
the Tom
Express sort of makes up for all of those ones, though.
How so?
Because he's just in it so much.
That's animated film.
Yeah, but all the voice. Okay, you didn't know this. Prepare to have your mind blown. Every voice in Polar Express, except for the main kid, is done by Tom Hanks.
What about the train?
But
Yeah, he goes choo choo chugga chugga.
What?
but Tom Hanks is real,
That's right.
What?
and the film.
Wait, you didn't know
Tom
that, Shayla?
Hanks is real?
Yes, yeah.
I thought he was like Santa or something. Like,
I mean, he plays
In
Santa
that-
in the Polar Express.
oh,
maybe that's why you got
that's why I've
confused.
gotten. Yeah, okay.
But Tom Hanks is a real person,
Yes.
and that film happened on computers.
It happened in the movies, idiot.
Sometimes Kaleb tells it how it is, and it's actually quite useful, because that's sort of what I was wanting to say as well.
Wait, so if Tom Hanks is real, then how is he in my house?
What? Hold on. Sorry, Matt. We just got to drop this for
He
a
was-
second.
He was stealing my fingernails. I thought he was like the tooth fairy. Like taking people's
Have
fingernails.
you seen him?
Yeah.
You've seen him, yeah.
We made long eye contact.
Right, and
as
you thought he was fake. You just
well,
thought
I've
he was
also
magical,
seen
maybe.
Santa. Yeah.
You've seen Santa?
Yeah.
Was
And the
it-
tooth
did he
fairy and
look
the
like-
Easter bunny.
Did all these people sort of look like Tom Hanks in different outfits?
Well, now you say it. Yeah, they did. It was just Tom Hanks in little tiny bunny ears.
Wow, that's so interesting.
And Tom Hanks with the little fairy wings.
And it's interesting because you say that, so this movie gives you an idea of what it's like to be Tom Hanks, but I'm starting to think we don't have the first idea.
Well,
Well, you think Tom Hanks can fit inside a computer, and that's
Oh
not
my
true.
goodness. I don't know where to begin. I don't know where to start.
He's
'Cause,
not
like-
literally in a computer. It's the spirit of Tom Hanks is in the computer.
No, that's also not true.
Oh,
That's also-
like the
no.
spirit of Christmas.
exactly.
I get it now. Okay.
Do any of you
Okay,
watch
so, like-
streaming like Netflix?
I watch Twitch.
Okay, great. And you think all those people are the spirits of
Those people
video
aren't
game
animated.
nerds?
Yeah, they're not animated.
Some of them are. Have you ever heard of a VTuber?
Yeah,
Okay.
and they're like a Digimon. They exist on the internet in their own digital worlds. They're
No.
not. Those aren't real people.
He's on the right path with this one.
in what sense is he on the right path?
They're like a Digimon.
How?
I gotta press buttons.
They exist in the digital
Can you
world.
capture them?
No, but I have
Yeah.
to
Can
press
you make them
buttons
fight for you?
to feed
Yes.
them.
To feed them?
Yeah,
That-
they
you're
don't
thinking of a
eat-
Tamagotchi.
They don't. That's a Digimon.
You can get a
Tamagotchi.
I did have a Digimon
Yeah, I'm
version
24,
of that.
so I was old enough
the
to
boy
own one.
version, yeah.
That's how VTubers started. It started off as this little handheld device that you could feed like a Tamagotchi, and you connected them up to each other and you fight.
And then how did that turn into the Polar Express eventually? What was the stepping stones there?
Well, so you had the Digimon movie,
Uh-huh.
and then scientists invented computer ants, and that's how we got that breakthrough in technology.
Oh,
Got-
so we had Bugs Life and ants in the same year because they had finally invented
Yes,
them.
That was a breakthrough.
Before
in
that, we had
technology.
Toy Story. What was going on with that?
Toy computers.
Toys.
Computers.
They were prototypes. That's like a
Okay.
video game. It's toys on the
Yep.
computer.
Yep.
And you're saying somehow in that process, Tom Hanks got sucked into a computer and was able to go on all of these
Okay.
adventures
Yeah.
in the Arctic, and apparently voiced more than one thing. So they copied and pasted him on the computer.
Sure, let's go with that. Let's say that Tom Hanks got troned. And so he got sucked into the computer
I forgot
world.
about Tron. Okay, no, yeah, okay.
Great, yeah.
So that's how Polar Express
That's
got
how Polar
made.
Express was made.
Okay, I'm with you.
Not many people know this, but in the same way that Woody Allen made Ants at the same time as Bug's Life,
Yeah.
Woody Allen actually made quite a good movie about chess when Toy Story came out, in which,
Really?
he played the king and he married a very attractive young woman.
So what I loved about The Whistle and the Tiger is really the part where the tiger rips everyone's face off. Yeah.
And Andy Serkis played the faces.
Yeah.
He did mocap for all the faces
He
getting
did.
ripped off.
Yeah.
My favorite part of The Whistle and the Tiger is when Tom Hanks did the skateboard tricks to save the orphanage from closing down.
Those were legit.
And it was so convenient that there was a skateboarding competition with a $500,000 reward just in time for before the orphanage was foreclosed.
He had to commit because the prize was given out that day.
Mm-hmm.
And then after he wins, he has to get from where the skateboarding trick competition is to the other side of town to make the bill.
Yeah.
And all throughout this movie, he's been taught by his ancient master about how there's a forbidden skateboard trick.
Yeah. Tony Hawk was the ancient master.
Yeah. And Tony Hawk said no one's allowed to do a 360 inwards kickflip. It's not allowed. It's forbidden.
Mm.
Kaleb, can you do that trick?
Yeah. I just can't right now. I don't have
He's
the right...
already broken his knee.
No, I don't have the right shoes on.
He always breaks his eardrums when he does that trick. So I'm glad that we're not... The pressure or something, I don't know.
Yeah, and then so when it's like, oh no, he's not quite gonna make it to the bank in time to deposit the oversized check.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, oh, is he gonna do the 360 inwards kickflip? And then he remembers that his master said don't do it, and then he doesn't do it.
Yeah, which is an awesome moment. I love that bit.
The orphanage closes down and
yeah, because he doesn't make it.
he doesn't
in time.
deposit in time.
Yeah, yeah, that was probably my favorite bit was the bank teller ripping up the novelty size check and saying we don't take novelty size checks, and this is actually it's got our letterhead on it, so I mean this is technically a forgery. We need to destroy it.
Yeah,
that was delivered beautifully by Mark Strong.
Mark Strong,
he's a great actor,
powerful actor.
I thought it was a very confronting scene where Tom Hanks then went down to the RSL and just bet on pokies until he won the $500,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was much easier than winning the skateboarding competition for
way
him.
quicker.
But it was really just you got a sense of the despair of that sort of lifestyle.
He's crying every time he wins.
Yeah. It just so happened, he had enough money to win big. Because, if you do play long enough, you do win. I think we can all agree.
Yeah.
That's what our dad taught us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's always saying that.
Yeah. He's saying that every day. And then, in between yelling at us. When it's Mum's turn to yell, he's at the pokies.
Hey, Reese, if you tell Dad I'm bleeding, I'm going to fart on your pillow.
Dude, it stays for days when you do that.
Yeah, I'm sick.
Yeah, something's wrong. Something's wrong with your farts, man. I'm telling. We should tell Dad, and we should take you to the doctor.
Don't tell Dad my farts stink. He knows. He's sick of me telling him.
Why do you have this hang up with doctors in the first place?
You don't know this about me, Reese, but my mum's a doctor.
Oh, yeah. And she yells at us all the time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm very scared.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, let's talk about the awards ceremony this week. We've got a very prestigious award that's been circulating in the magazines.
We sure do.
I can't believe we're going to talk about it.
Yeah, and the award this week is...
It's by Hey, Is That Your Hat magazine. It's all about what fashion was like 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
A sort of period piece for 2 years in the past.
Yeah. When I think of hats that were popular 2 years ago, I think of baseball caps.
Oh my goodness, so vintage.
Wow.
So vintage.
So
Wow.
talk about way back.
Really specifically 2022, that one.
Yeah.
And the award.
And by the way, Shayla, amazing maths.
Is that? Yeah, can we get someone to check that?
2024
Yeah, that's-
minus 2.
That number is so big. You got to count all the way up there and then go backwards
And
2 steps.
I said it so confidently when I said it. So
Kaleb, you're still doing maths classes. What do you know what that is?
Yeah, I'm running the numbers on it right now.
Mhm.
Can I get back to you in about 10 minutes?
You're still
Shayla.
doing, you said you graduated.
Yeah, I have double degree.
Shayla,
Okay.
we like to keep his mind active. He's not developing at the same rate as the other kids, so
Developing a lot
we
faster.
we enroll him in some extracurriculars to sort of.
I mean, no, that's
Keep 'em
great.
off the
Sorry,
streets.
I'm not trying to question it. So anyway, the award from
last year, like I heard your parents yelling last year.
2023.
Wow,
I know that one. I know that
That
one.
was good.
I know that one.
That was good.
Yeah.
That was good.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. Last year, your parents were yelling at you, Reese,
Yeah.
saying you didn't enroll him in enough math courses,
Yeah.
and now he has started an uprising in Noosa.
Yep. Yeah, it took a while to quash that uprising. Of course, I was the one who did it. Otherwise, I was grounded from my PlayStation 2. I wasn't allowed to use my PlayStation 2 until I quashed my brother's uprising in Noosa.
And then enrolled him in some math courses.
Yeah, well, I didn't want him to start another uprising. So I
What
was like,
was your
yeah,
priority?
okay, I get it. We really
priority
need
in
to
those? Did you do the enrollment first?
Well, I wanted to make sure I had researched things. I wanted to get some really good supportive environments where maybe he could meet some friends.
Because a lot of people had their holidays in Noosa
Because he's got skate park friends, but they're
bad people.
yeah. even you recognize that.
Yeah, there was a set of them that were bad influences. I myself have turned into a bad influence, so
And just
it rubbed off very hard.
I know I've told you this 1,000 times, Kaleb, but just because you've told someone that you're their ride or die doesn't mean you can't change your mind later.
Yeah, no, I know that because a couple of them have died, and I did not die with them, so I know that I don't have to do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you know they're bad.
Yeah.
And you know that they do a lot of things that are quite risky.
Best friends I've ever had.
I think. Okay. All right.
So the award this
Yeah,
week
thanks.
from Hey It's Hats. That's how I like to. That's what I like to call them.
That's what the kids are
They
saying.
rebranded it.
Yeah, they rebranded it recently
Yeah.
for the kids.
Yeah.
And it's most inconvenient voice crack in a movie for the kids.
This is perfect, actually, to have Kaleb on for this.
Yeah,
Because you're still going through puberty.
as a 24-year-old
24.
who's developing faster than the
I was
average
developing a lot
person.
faster than the other kids
Mentally
my age.
developing faster.
He
Oh.
has, I mean, it hasn't officially been diagnosed because he refuses to see a doctor, but the scientists studying him say that he has what's called hyperpuberty. He's hyperpubescent. And so he's had an extended 10-year-long puberty.
Jesus.
That sort of all of the features that tend to grow during puberty have continued to grow.
I have a thirst for knowledge, independence, and fingering.
Don't we all, buddy?
Yeah, so obviously we all go through a fingering stage in puberty, but because of his hyperpuberty, that just hasn't stopped. That's just kept going. And I'm like, obviously, I put such childish things behind.
Yeah, you can't do that.
I've moved on from that, but Kaleb just can't.
12 years, it's all I can think about.
Oh no.
So why don't we take a look at the first nomination for most inconvenient voice crack? And I'm sure Kaleb will be able to give us some great, great insights.
What do you mean?
The first nomination for most inconvenient voice crack, of course, it's What's My Wife's Name?
Eleanor! Was that right?
You were looking at me. Were you not meant to be talking to me?
I'm talking to you, but is Eleanor Louise?
Eleanor
Caroline? Sorry,
Are you
I've
trying to
totally
remember my
blanked.
sister's names?
I've totally blanked. I'm sorry.
On my sister's names?
This is so awkward.
You wouldn't forget my name, the love of your life for 35 years.
I'm just so bad
Now,
with
would
names,
you,
know.
darling?
I'm just I always it's not you. It's just everybody. I'm so bad with names, and I totally blanked.
Tell me one name of someone that you know.
Knock, knock, knock.
The door.
Hello.
Wilfred and Jessica. Jessica
Is my sister's name.
one
You
of your
guys are doing
How
great.
is she?
one of your lovely, beautiful sisters whom we are inquiring
Don't talk about my
after.
sister like that.
I
Jessica,
think-
Eleanor, Carolyn, are they all well?
They are doing fine. They have loving husbands who adore them.
Oh yes, Bruce and Terry and Vincent.
What the fuck?
And how are you?
Sorry, what was that?
How are you?
I'm doing great.
Sorry, who are you? Why do you know my wife's sister's names? Is that a fake mustache?
No. You'll never get... No. Oh, shit.
It is.
It's me, it's Bruce.
Bruce.
Yeah, your sister's husband.
Yes, what are you doing here, Bruce?
I got you for Secret Santa, I think. We drew names out of a hat. I cannot for the
Well,
life
you
of me
seem to
remember
know
what
everyone
I pulled.
else's name, so I think if you
No,
see
no,
a name
you
you
can't
don't
have gotten-
recognize.
You can't got her because I got her. Mary.
named-
Mary? I can't remember what was on the
When I
slip,
think
but it
about
wasn't
the
any
piece
of your
paper,
sisters.
It's just like a swirling blob.
When I think of it, I see sort of my mother's look of disapproval on our wedding day.
Oh, I see. Right. Your mother, Suzanne.
Is that what? That's what her name is.
Oh my
God! Ooh, I messed up on the birthday card.
Oh, darling.
Whoopsie
Whoopsie poopsie.
Knock, knock, knock.
Oh, the other door.
The side door.
Son, you've got to help me. It wasn't Susan. I am in so much trouble.
Ooh. I
I
think
sa-
it was just said, and I've totally blanked.
Oh, is your mother's name not Susan? Shit.
Oh, we thought it was, and now even that's not.
No,
it.
that's not my wife's name.
Oh gosh.
I have an idea.
You are all terrible men.
I have an idea. I'll give you $50 to say your name right now.
150.
Deal.
Absolutely. Alice.
Didn't catch that.
Nope. In one ear, out the other.
Who are you?
You know what? I know all of your names.
Was it
and I will
Lucy?
be-
Abso Lucy?
I'm going to be writing your name on a divorce paper. I will be writing your two names on a paper that says "Get the fuck out of my house."
And what will you write in the from part of the letter?
Fuck you all.
It's like cicadas in the summertime. Can't hear anything.
Wow. I would say an incredibly deft hand with the use of voice break in that film.
Subtle, but devastating.
Subtle but devastating. And of course, it is the worst time for a voice break that we're looking for here.
Yeah, I feel like there could have been worse times.
Because that film did have 3 weddings before that scene.
It did.
And a funeral. And another wedding.
Oh, is that movie?
Yeah, they recut it and released it
Oh, the
under
director's cut.
the name, what's my wife's name?
They were trying to catch the Dude, Where's My Car audience.
Mm-hmm.
They missed completely. I think by several years.
Yeah, they didn't have Ashton Kutcher in it. That was the mistake they made.
Quite often when I watch a film, I find that if it hasn't got Ashton Kutcher or Tom Hanks in it, then is it a film?
It had Sean William Scott, so that was good.
Yeah, but every movie has Sean William Scott. Like,
He works a lot. He's my favorite actor.
I loved him in Oppenheimer. Like they cast a lot of big names in that movie, and in just in small side parts. But Sean William Scott, he really stole the scene. Like, I think he should have been nominated over Robert Downey Jr.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't watch that
Big
movie.
opinion.
It was too long and boring, and there weren't any skateboards.
Okay. They cast Josh from Drake and Josh in it, and that made me laugh out loud in the cinema.
He's my
I felt
second
bad.
favorite character from Drake and Josh. That's like the best show. I might
Your
actually watch
favorite
it.
being Mindy, of course. Mindy?
What's that character's name?
I don't know.
Like
Reference
the
to the film.
the clip that we just watched.
Didn't have Tom Hanks or Ashton Kutcher in it. It's
Right.
already gone
You
from my
forgot
brain.
about it.
Huh.
It's one of Sean Williams' greatest performances. Mr. Scott, to you.
Sean William Scott can go eat a big bowl full of Beatles for all I care. If he's not got Tom
Matthew.
Hanks with him. Sorry, is that a bit too... Is Kaleb not able to hear that type of harsh language?
He is, he.
He's
We're
24.
we're trying to keep that sort of thing
Reese.
from him because he just repeats what
Reese.
you say it and he repeats it.
Oh, is he going to take that out of context?
Reese.
Absolutely.
Reese, which one's his car? Point to his car.
I've got to tell him because
Don't-
otherwise he'll
don't tell
dob
him.
me into my parents.
Don't tell him.
Otherwise he'll say to my parents that I gave him a swirly whirly.
Don't.
Point to the car, Reese, or I will wet my own hair and pretend that you gave me a swirly whirly.
I guess it's just called a swirly, but when we do it in our household, we also like put a bunch of curly whirlies into the toilet to like, ooh, it's poop, but it's just curly whirlies.
That's
So-
really gross because it looks
yeah,
like poop.
So,
but you feel like
so there's a
psychologically
precedent for
when you're
the parents
preparing-
to believe this.
Oh yeah. No, I didn't do it, but Kaleb does it to me all the time.
Oh.
So they would believe there might be like a revenge swirly whirly.
I am constantly wetting my hair and filling it with curly whirlies to frame him, yeah.
My father gave me that car. And
Which one?
Said that
It's
that one.
an off-white 69 Beetle, Volkswagen Beetle.
if I don't look after that car properly, Tom Hanks isn't going to give me any presents this year.
Registration number 392
No,
LXW.
don't tell him.
I have to. I can't be. I
I
can't
was-
be framed for a swirly whirlying.
I was going to get a bike.
Caleb
For-
has all the
for
power in this
Hanksmas.
situation.
Well, you're going to need that bike now because you're not going to be able to drive the car.
No, but I won't get the bike. My dad said if I don't look after my car, I'm not responsible enough for a bike, and Tom Hanks won't give me one.
Well, I guess that's just gift of the Magi.
Your dad gave
I'm
you
well
a car.
read. I'll be back.
we read to him every night.
It's important. It's important. You got to do it for business executives these days.
Shayla, do you have a good relationship with your parents? It seems like all of us have sort of a rocky one.
Well, my...
Take a moment.
So the next film we have coming... for worst time for a voice break, not my toothbrush.
Thank you for bringing me out to this wonderful picnic. David, it is so lovely out here by the lake. How thoughtful of you.
Hey man, that's cool. I like to have my pals by the lake.
Toothbrushes, get your toothbrushes for sale.
Wow, toothbrushes. I would be so amazed if someone were to give me a toothbrush one day. That would be,
Hey man, want to come in the lake with me?
I want to come into the lake with you. But, there's just something that I would want first.
Use toothbrushes. Get your used toothbrushes.
If there's just, I feel like, there's some sort of personal hygiene I need to take care of. But, I'm all out of supplies and,
There's mud. If you come in the lake, there's mud. Your feet sink like to your ankles.
David, there is almost nothing that I would want.
There's mangroves too. So you got to find the right spot for your feet to sink. Otherwise, you'll step on the mangrove and it'll hurt a little.
David,
I love taking my friends to the lake.
Hello. Sergeant Hopkins here. Hello, toothbrush salesman. I am looking for somebody who has gone missing in the lake. A whole lot of somebodies who've gone missing in the lake, as a matter of fact. Last seen in the lake with that man, funnily enough.
1 second, I'm just gonna go into the lake for just like 10 minutes or so.
Oh, that man
Where'd
over
he
there
go?
who just vanished?
Like a ghost.
Well, gee, mister, I can't tell you anything about that. All I do is walk around this park, steal people's toothbrushes, and sell them again for a profit.
Well, that's not against the law.
Blah, 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 blah.
Thank you.
Hey. Do you want to come in the lake?
I do, but I feel like, traditionally, before I go into the lake with someone, they would buy me a sort of gift.
I can
something related to personal hygiene.
I can turn you into a mermaid.
Now, that's an interesting offer. I'll go into the lake then. Yeah, all right. All right, here I go.
So here's the mermaid castle. Here's all my friends.
Oh, hello.
I like to take them to the lake and turn them into mermaids.
We're safe.
They've got, this one has rainbow hair. This is Steve.
Hi, I'm Steve. I got cool rainbow hair.
This one has seaweed hair. That's Charlie.
I don't feel like it was fair that I got seaweed hair, but I'm still happy to be here.
We needed something to make the sushi rolls with, so seaweed doesn't grow naturally in this lake, so we just cut Charlie's hair.
And they cut my hair for pride parades.
We have a lot of those. We're a very supportive community in the lake. So we're welcoming of you, whoever you may be, unlike those overlanders. Like that police officer. He's a bigot.
Sergeant Hopkins.
Sergeant Hopkins.
What a devil.
He doesn't like
Hey,
the
Cab.
mermaids.
I was born on land.
We were
But-
all born on land.
But I met you at the at that work lunch, and I thought this guy'd be good in the lake. He'd bring a new sort of vibe that we don't have down there yet. We do foosball on Wednesdays.
Like, this sounds...
Mermaid foosball. So everyone's got little flippers they can kick the football longer. It's a double length board.
You have money, right?
This is a pyramid scheme.
Yeah, so if I get you in, then I get $50. But if you get 10 people in and they each give you $10, that pays for your mermaidification. So it's like
And you can pick whatever
it's like you
color
got
hair
to be a
want.
mermaid for free.
So I don't have to give you $50 then?
You have to give me $50, and you also have to pay $200 for the castle rent. Because if you are a mermaid, you'll have to live in the castle for at least 3 weeks out of a month.
That sounds good. That sounds a good deal.
Yeah.
Join us.
It's good.
This foosball.
It's mermaid foosball, though.
Mermaid. Yeah, it's sort of worse.
Yeah.
Join us.
What's like...
Because the ball doesn't really sink in water, so it mostly just floats to the top.
What's the dental hygiene like?
One toothbrush.
We share it.
Oh, yeah, okay. Okay.
That doesn't sound very convincing.
Yeah, I don't know about this guy. I think he's going to rattle us to the bigoted constable.
Should we drown him like those other 50 people?
Yeah, let's drown him.
Yeah.
It's a stark reminder about what it's like out in the rental market at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, $200 for a castle, that seems pretty good, even if there is a risk that you'll be drowned.
It is...
Like, I don't want to sound out of touch, because, I mean, obviously, I live in my family home still.
You pay rent, though. I don't.
I do pay rent, yeah.
How much do you pay rent?
I pay $1,000, and then I have to pay $100 for childcare rights, so that I get to take care of Kaleb when
So
Mum
you
and Dad are out of
Get to
town.
take care of Caleb.
It's a privilege.
I give that to Kaleb, that money.
Do you not want to look after Kaleb, Shayla? Like, are you saying that would be not fun?
I don't have $100.
So her car is a Kia Sportage.
No, it's
What's the
not.
license?
The license is
I don't have a car.
L912. It's a custom plate.
That's weird custom
Shit.
plate.
Yeah.
It stands for something, okay?
Do you want to share that with us? Just what L912 stands for?
Stands for liability 912.
Yeah, because you were found guilty of the state statute 912 as it pertains to sort of oil fracking.
Yeah, I'm a proud oil fracker. You know, that's how I get my money.
It's impressive. I don't even know if you can frack for oil. I think it's mainly for gas. I don't know.
Yeah.
You're the expert, Shayla.
Yeah, I do it for oil.
Yeah, could you explain fracking just in general for me?
This is sort of what got you in trouble in the first place.
Yeah, I was sort of frauding in my industry. They drill into the ground and release chemicals that are bad for the ground, and they pollute the waterways and the soil, and they get the in my case oil, but in most case gas out of the ground, much in the way of Kaleb's butt gas.
Hey, sorry, I heard my name. I came back over. I set Shayla's car on fire. There was a stunt man under it. Were you aware of that?
Yeah, it's my boyfriend.
Oh,
He's a cool guy.
He said he was in a situationship with James Cameron.
What the fuck?
That's so weird. Well, maybe we should get onto the winners of this. The winner of this category.
I will say that last movie, don't know when the voice crack happened.
It did happen. It did happen just as he was about to accept.
That was it.
That's
Got
when
it.
all the mermaids sort of turned on him.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was I'd say the worst time out of any of those clips.
The person and the actor died because of it.
We'll see if Hey, That's Hats agrees.
We'll see.
We'll see. Only the presenters can tell us that.
Or a variety of news aggregation websites which have covered the awards.
Yeah, but they're not as fun.
Yeah, and the presenters were wearing funky hats from 2 years ago.
They were wearing a lot of them, though.
I can't wait to see those hats. Let's play the clip. Let's
Can't
play
wait for
the
the
clip.
listeners to see the hats as well. Hey, it's hats!
What? I'm just looking at your head there, and that looks like hats.
Yep, I'm spinning the little spinny wheel from one of those hats with the wheels on them.
And I'm doffing a little cap.
Hey, are those hats?
Those are hats.
Hey, it's hats!
It's nice to be reminded that our journalism serves a purpose and educates people. You know, every time someone says, "Hey, is that a hat?" then we get to say, "Yes, it is."
Hey, it's hats!
It's like, wow, we're really making a difference out here.
And you know what else is making a difference? Voice cracks.
Film. Voice cracks in film.
2 of them.
Yep. We've nominated 2 movies for this prestigious award, and we here at Hey, That's Hats would like to share it with you.
So today the winner is Not My Toothbrush.
It is so wonderful to be here in front of you all today. I have spent 3 years working with underwater people to learn about their culture and what it is that gets them into castles and building castles, and to be able to bring a slice of their life to you is really such a prestigious honor. There is nothing more valuable than... I'm sorry, I've got to go.
Allow me to just cut in here. I'll finish up the speech for that person. If anyone wants to come to the lake is open. Okay, thank you for the award.
Wait, was that guy not even an actor? Was he just a guy that showed up on set?
Well, he was doing a different voice in the movie, so he was acting, but he was just, I guess he was typecast. He was playing a role very close to himself.
Yeah.
It happens a lot for underwater people.
Yeah, he sort of plays a lot of people who just lure others into lakes.
Yeah, that's the main sort of roles that are available. Like, they're big, I guess, when they entered mainstream film was in Lord of the Rings, the sort of bog scene where they get lured into the Frodo falls face first into the bog water.
You'd think it was the never-ending story, but that's purely...
There's no luring happening there.
No, it's just appropriation there.
That's a different bog, dude.
I know.
Do you?
Kaleb gets really emotional about that scene.
Well, do you not?
He watched it when he was only 18, so it was a bit early, I think, and so it's sort of made a lasting impact.
Are you saying you don't get emotional for that scene from the Neverending film?
They said that the story wouldn't end. So where did the horse go?
I don't, but only because if I show too many emotions, Kaleb sees that as a weakness, and he knows exactly how to strike.
Okay.
Yeah, he knows how to sort of.
Your mother
pinpoint.
and father have
pick
both
that apart.
yelled that there's no beauty in your soul.
Yeah.
Is that related?
Yep. I would say that's sort of the many years of them saying it has been sort of a self-fulfilling prophecy.
That's really harsh.
Hey, can we sidebar just the three of us without Reese for a second?
Yeah,
The
sure.
really funny thing is that his soul is so filled with beauty, but they have suppressed it, so he's never gonna know.
Oh no.
That's what makes it so funny.
That is really funny.
Wow.
That is really funny.
Okay.
Are you gonna tell Reese one day?
No.
But you know, at the end of the
Okay.
day, I love my family, family's family, and so that's that, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like you guys should think about moving out.
Have you seen rent prices recently?
That's why. Plus,
You can find a castle for 200.
plus, we love mummy and daddy.
Yeah, and we're like the main revenue stream. Reese is they're making a profit off Reese paying rent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well covers the mortgage repayments.
Mm.
See, that's why I'm sort of thinking if you find another place that you
Mhm.
don't have to spend as much rent because you're already paying rent.
But it's we're in a 2-bedroom apartment at the moment. So if I was paying $1,000 a week, then I'd have to downsize into a studio probably. I haven't looked, but
Are you
that's
guys in-
what they tell me.
person.
Are you guys in bunk beds at the moment?
We're in
I
bunk
am.
beds. Yeah, sorry. Caleb's in the bunk beds, and I'm under the bunk bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about your parents? Are your parents in bunk beds? 'Cause
Dad's
they
in
are
the top bunk.
divorced.
Yeah, so it's Caleb, bottom bunk, Dad, top bunk, Mum is in the queen bed.
Yep.
And I'm under the bunk bed.
She is a queen.
Yeah, I agree.
Cool.
Yeah.
I think that's all we've got time for today. I have been Matthew E. Matthews.
And I'm Reese McCane.
And I'm Shayla.
Should I say my real name and
If you like.
And Caleb, wow, you just left. What a great little guy.
Hi, I'm Matt Nunn, and some kid called Kaleb just defaced my car.
Oh, so sorry about that. No, I'll cover it.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll buy you 2 new cars as well.
Oh, thank you.
Can you make it look like my old car? Because
Yeah, can you fix my car instead of covering it? Because I still need to use it.
Can you get the stuntman back on my car
can you bring Shayla's boyfriend back to life?
Listen,
so I can yell at him for maybe cheating on me?
I'm Caleb's guardian, so it is my duty to try and do all of these things.
Okay,
And
that's fair.
Caleb's back again. Kickflip. Oh, my other knee.
Damn it, Caleb.
Oh!
Well, while Caleb's dealing with a massive injury, I would like to tell you, our audience, that we are back in the finals for Cage Match, which is happening on the 19th of December. So you can see us again there, and then vote for us again there, and then fingers crossed we win there again. That's my hope.
Me too.
And I'll make it as long as I don't have to look after Caleb that night. I'll be free.
Can you get a babysitter?
Why would I pay someone else to look after Caleb
You're
when I
paying
pay
Kaleb.
to Caleb? Yeah, I pay Caleb to look after him. So,
Have you ever brought Caleb to Big Fork Theatre before? Because that's where the show is.
He's banned.
He might be a little
Yeah.
young
Yeah.
as well.
They have...
So do you need me to babysit this awesome kid?
Will you pay $200 to do it?
Yeah.
Great. Okay. Cool. Yeah,
Sucker.
that is a pretty good deal, actually.
Well, we've got one final quote to close us out. This is, of course, from my favoritist of film, Pride and Big Butts. Wow. You got all of that in here?
Until next time.
Until next time.